Hey everybody, it's Greg Miller from the IGN PlayStation team here to talk about Dark Sector. It's the newest project from D3 and Digital Extremes and was obviously stolen from my life, except that I'm a cool video game editor and not a super cool secret agent. Anyway, let's see what I thought. Let's do it! Nearly 4 years after it was announced as the first title on the PlayStation 3, Dark Sector is ready to land on your console of choice and slice its mother head off. In this game, you're Hayden Tenno, a super-secret government agent who's been dispatched to the USSR nation of Lazeria to take care of a madman. This bad guy's name? Messner. His thing? Biowarfare. What's he gonna do? Release this virus that turns the whole world into zombies and metal-skinned monsters. Oh no!
What the hell?
If you've missed the hundreds of videos on IGN, the quickest way to explain Dark Sector's gameplay is that it's Gears of War with a sci-fi twist. You run to a pillar, take cover so that you can see the room around you, and then move your crosshairs from the side before you pop out to shoot. If there's more bad guys than that, you can tap a button to roll to another piece of cover, or just break away from the wall and move on. But like I said, there's a sci-fi twist, and what really separates this game from Gears of War is the glaive. If you haven't seen this device, imagine a giant ninja star you can hold in your hand and throw like a boomerang. See, with the infection spreading through Hayden's body, his arms slowly becoming metal, and one of the things he spawns is this glaive, which he can now throw and cut people in half, and it just looks awesome. However, as the game continues, the glaive gets even more powerful. You can power throw it, which will automatically be a one-hit kill. You can steal elements like fire, electricity, and freezing ability, and you can even do this thing which is amazing called the aftertouch. What aftertouch does is that you throw the glaive, and all of a sudden the camera switches to right behind it, and you can control where it goes and who it hits. This allows for you to do some amazing multiple kills, like taking off a dude's head and then taking off his friend's leg, but it also allows you to scout out the area to see if you've missed any items or if there's bad guys up ahead. Outside of the glaive, the metal arm also gives you powers like the shield that can bounce bullets back and invisibility. But then on the more human side, there's this thing called the black market where you can buy guns and upgrade guns that you already have. So add the glaive, these superpowers, and cool guns together, and what do you get? It's this feeling of being really powerful in the game. This empowerment's really exemplified by the finishers Hayden has at his disposal. If you're shooting someone from a distance, all of a sudden the enemy will pop up red, and Hayden can run up on him and do a number of different finishers with his glaive. He can simply break somebody's neck, he can put the glaive in their stomach and cut all the way up to their throat, and he can slice their head off. All of this is really nice, and probably the reason it was banned in Australia.
Let's see how you like this.
But of course, just like Nate Ahern, Dark Sector isn't perfect. One of my main problems with it is that there really isn't a cohesive story to it. Messner's this bad guy and I'm there to stop him. Okay, I get that, but then there's this old man and this girl who has some history with Hayden, and they make a bunch of references to his backstory, but there's never a flashback or any real description of what's happening. Next up on my complaint list is that the game kind of runs out of gas at the end. Dark Sector works on a level where you're progressing and you're getting new moves and learning new abilities, which really keeps it fresh. But towards the end, all of a sudden you're just left with, here's a bunch of levels and here's a bunch of bad guys, go kill them all, and that's when it starts to get stale. Beyond the single player component, there's going to be a mixed bag for multiplayer that some people are going to love and some people are going to hate. Dark Sector offers two multiplayer modes, one called Infection, which is basically VIP, where one guy is Hayden all pimped out in his superpowers and everybody else is guards trying to take him down, and the other is Epidemic, where you're broken into teams that each have one Hayden and the other people are guards trying to take everybody else down. To win either mode, you have to kill Hayden, and that can be a tall order for the guards who are severely outmatched. At times when I was playing as a guard, it really felt like, okay, I was starting on one end, running to the other side, getting killed, and then respawning at the back. It was fun when I was Hayden, but to become Hayden, I had to kill Hayden, and when you're outmatched, that's really tough. So it's really this odd mix, and if you get a bunch of Halo fanboys in there cursing you and calling you names, I really doubt this cohesive multiplayer where you have to have teamwork and all sorts of stuff is going to work. So in summary, Dark Sector is a lot of fun, but it's not perfect. Does that mean it's a bad game? No. If you're an action fan, you really owe it to yourself to pick this one up, because it is a ton of fun to run through these levels, slicing, dicing bad guys, and shooting them in the face. However, if you're looking for a really deep experience, Dark Sector probably isn't the game for you. Oh hi, I didn't see you come in. So yeah, that's Dark Sector. You know, if you're a fan of cutting off limbs, crazy blood, all sorts of nasty action, you should probably check this one out. For the full written review, check out IGN.com.